Hey everyone, it's MrFlyingPigHD here. So it turns out Manchester United and Sporting Lisbon of Portugal have an agreement in place for Marcos Rojo to sign for Manchester United. Who? What? Where? Who now? Where? Who the fuck's Marcos Rojo, is what you're asking. Well, it's a very good question, because that's what I was asking. Turns out he's got to the ripe old age of 24 without any fucker ever hearing about him, which is not the best sign in the world. But listen, he's an Argentine centre-back / left-back, so slightly versatile. Played in the World Cup, part of the Argentina setup. Does that mean he's a top-quality player? No! I think we'd have heard about him by now if he was. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's probably a really good player, probably improved significantly over the last couple of seasons. Whatever, I don't know. I don't really follow Portuguese freaking football or the Argentine national side myself, but he's not really a household name, is he? He's not the marquee signing that we were all looking for. You know, the Hummels, the Vidal, the Di Maria, whatever. I mean, he's, probably a really good centre-back, probably will improve, although, 24 is not exactly 18, is it? And he's going to cost somewhere in the region, I don't really know, reports seem to have it varying, but somewhere from about 10 mil to 16 mil, which seems like a reasonable amount of money for a player who could or could not be absolutely gash-tastic. So, I mean, my personal opinion, I think, if you're going to spend that sort of money and get a player who's not your marquee centre-back signing of the summer, because I do think we do need two centre-backs. They're coming in this summer, ideally. Now, I would have gone for Ron Vlaar, because you'd probably get him for somewhere in that region. He's got Premier League experience, he's a big unit, he's a leader. Okay, maybe he's somewhat of a limited defender, but certainly good at clearing those balls away and organising the defence. Not only that, obviously had a really good World Cup, looked good in the first opening game of the Premier League, for sure. Louis van Gaal knows him very well. That seems to be like, if you're going to get a secondary centre-back signing, that seemed to be like the one. To me, he's got the Premier League experience. I mean, this Rojo chap coming in, Rolo, or whatever the frick his name is, coming in, he's got no Premier League experience, which is always a bit of a gamble. Are they going to take to the Premier League? It's a different sort of style of football, different pace of football to it. It's probably certainly to the Portuguese league, I'd imagine. Are they going to take well to it? It's always a gamble. And with Rolo, I don't even know, how that's going to play out. Is he going to settle into the team quickly? Is he going to get used to the Premier League quickly? Who freaking knows? But what I do know is Ron Vlaar already is freaking used to the Premier League, so that makes a lot more sense for a secondary signing anyway of a centre back. So why not just go out there, do what every single Manchester United fan wants you to do? Ed Woodward and freaking Joel Glazer, or whoever the freaking Glazer it is who's in charge right now, double Glazer. And actually go out there, spend some freaking money. You're talking, at the start of the freaking window, Van Gaal's got, 150 mil to spend, 170 mil to spend. Well, you spent 60 mil on 30 million pounds worth of players. So you've had a freaking mare on that front anyway so far. Not only that, I should leave another freaking 90 million left, or whatever it is. Go out there, sign some marquee signings, bring the players to the club. Okay, we don't have Champions League football. Big fucking whoop. We're still Manchester United. We're one of the biggest clubs in world football. That's not going to change overnight, right? Okay, we may lose a few players. We may lose the top tier of top players, that may not want to come to Manchester United because they're already at big clubs in the Champions League. Fair enough. But listen, there's other top quality players out there that we can sign that aren't playing in the Champions League, or that just might like a challenger playing for Manchester United under Louis van Gaal. Just get it freaking done, lads. I mean, I don't understand the massive stalling going on with us going out there and signing a top quality player. Okay, we might need to pay a little bit more than usual. Okay, we might need to pay them a little bit more than usual. I don't necessarily agree with that. What I do know is that we fucking need them. We need them at Manchester United. We're having them there. Have you seen our squad? It is absolutely gash, to be fair. I mean, it's not bad, it's a top 6 squad, whatever, but it's not a top 3 squad. You look at City's Chelsea squad, they beat us in every position twice. So it's unbelievable, man. But listen, what needs to be done? Ed Woodward, the Glazers need to pull the checkbook out, put some freaking money on the table, pull their hands out of their pockets, stop masturbating under the table, and sign some freaking players. That's what needs to be done. And I'm not talking any old players. I'm not talking freaking Rojo, Rolo, whatever. Don't get me wrong. If he's a player that you're going to sign as well as a top quality freaking centre-back, that's fine by me. But you need to, actually show some intent. Do something, lads. Anyway, I just needed to rant. Please give this video a like. This is MrFlyingPigHD here. You're probably thinking, what an absolute tosspot. I mean, you're signing a good player. What's your gripe? Well, my gripe is the fact that it's not a top quality freaking player that we all know that we need. It's a player who may or may not take to the Premier League. It's a player who may or may not be good at Manchester United. It's a player who may or may not be value for money. So, bollocks. But Lewis Nani is going the other way as well. Of course, I think that's probably the last time you'll see Nani in a Manchester United shirt. Don't get me wrong, I'd love it if he went there.